successful day to everyone. I'm talking in behalf of the Governor, Governor Joey Salceda. I am honored to discuss with you the Albai's best initiatives and practices in effective tobacco control policies in today's dissemination forum. Governor Joey Salceda, last October 22, 2010, created and came up with an executive order number 2010-13, creating and defining the functions of the Smoke-Free Albay Network, or SFAN, and again decided it last October 22, 2010. This, I say, is one of Albay's best practice. With the Smoke-Free Albay Network, he created a group that upholds smoke-free policies. In fact, it is a group composed of a band of healthy lifestyle advocates promoting healthful living and especially without tobacco smoking. To further strengthen this, the Sangguniang Panglalawigan ng Albay enacted last May 10, 2012, Provincial Ordinance number 10/2012, entitled An Ordinance Regulating the Use, Sale, Distribution, and Advertisement of Cigarettes and other tobacco products, imposing penalties for violations thereof, and providing funds therefore and for other purposes in the province of Albay. Here are some legislative points of this ordinance. We designated, or we included the designated smoking area and non-smoking area. Also, the prohibited acts. Andiyan po yan. I would say it's a very comprehensive ordinance. And of course, the penalties, just in case hindi po, meron po mga community services that the offender should render. So, meron pa po kaming gagawin dito. In fact, this is already, as of today, it is on publication. So, after publication, we'll count 60 days before this will be fully implemented. So, with this ordinance, we can say that Albay leads in its smoke-free policies. Of course, in this ordinance, meron pong smoke-free task force that will be created. And the Governor signed it again last May 10, 2012. So here are some of the pictures during the signing. Together with the Sangguniang Panglalawigan members and the Governor when the signing was done. And again, because of Albay's Smoke-Free Albay Network that was created with the executive order, marami pong nagawa ang Smoke-Free Albay Network since the creation. Una-una po, inumpisan po namin sa mga bata. And we focused especially on Boy Scouts of the Philippines, the Girl Scouts of the Philippines, and during their jamborees, we are with them. And in fact, they even had an activity doing smoke-free policies. Here we can see even the congressman of the 3rd District Albay, Congressman Fernando Gonzalez, is with us with the smoke-free Albay network. And the scouters themselves signed the pledge of commitment. So in their young age, we have already encouraged them and informed them of the dangers of smoking. And of course, the Smoke-Free Albay Network, with the help of the World Health Organization, launched the Blue Ribbon Award and the Merit Badge Award. One of the recipients of the Blue Ribbon Award is Mayor Gisela Evangelistro, and also, of course, the Blue Ribbon Award, by the way, marami pong mga establishments, business establishment, which received the Blue Ribbon Award. And during that Blue Ribbon Award ceremonies, Mayor Gisela Evangelistro also was presented an award because the LGU, or the City of Tabaco, plus of course the City of Legazpi, were there also, and they came up with an ordinance. And of course, the City of Legazpi, siya pa ang unang-una dito po sa Albay. In fact, the City of Legazpi is already a Grand Slam awardee for Red Orchid Award. Ito rin po yung tungkol sa Merit Badge Award. The first ever Merit Badge Award for Boy Scouts of the Philippines and the Girl Scouts of the Philippines that the Smoke-Free Albay Network came up. And here makikita po natin ang awarding sa mga Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of the Philippines Albay Chapter. So, Smoke-Free Albay Network is not only encouraging other LGUs to come up with their own smoke-free ordinances. Dito po, nagsusuporta po ang Smoke-Free Albay Network sa mga LGUs na nag-launch po ng kanilang ordinances. Sa Dalaga, Tabaco, Ligaw, and even po in Binabatan. We're also in the forefront in the implementation of the ordinances. Kasi as of now, hindi pa po implemented ang ordinance ng province of Albay. As of now, Legazpi City ordinance is in effect. So, we are with them in taking out the posters of Tobacco Institute dahil nag-come up po ang Tobacco Institute ng mga posters, parang kinokontra po yung mga tarpaulins during the Bagayan Festival na pinag-set up po, na pinag-dikit po ng Smoke-Free Albay Network doon po sa Bagayan Festival stalls. So, we took out the tarpaulins of Tobacco Institute and yung smoking area, and no smoking signs were put up in all stores of the smoking of Bagayan Festival Beer Plaza. Other activities, Smoke-Free Albay Network was invited during the International Legal Consortium with the Framework for Convention for Tobacco Control doon po sa Washington, D.C. last June 11 to 15. And here I am with I am here with Health Justice Attorney Trevino. Kilala po nila from Health Justice. Trevino from Camarines Sur, I believe. Yes, nasabi niya sa akin, she's from Camarines Sur, but she's from Health Justice. Kasama po natin sa mga trabaho ng smoke-free. And also, Dr. Richard Hurt, siya po yung lalaki na kasama ko dyan during the seminar. Sa mga doctors na nandito po sa atin ngayon, si Dr. Richard Hurt is from Mayo Clinic. And sa mga doctors po, kasi galing po ako sa pharmaceutical industry, pag sinabing taga Mayo Clinic ang study or research, then napakaganda po niyan. Talagang kinukonsider nila as a very veritable paper. And with the doon po sa kabila, anong po naman po, kasama po dyan, from the International Legal Consortium. Siya po ang head. So, during the Lifestyle Festival, last July 31, dito po sa Albay Asulo, SFAN specifically invited Emer Rojas, Engineer Emer Rojas of New Voice Association of the Philippines, and also kasama ng mga taga-media, si Mel Rima, na in-encourage po yung mga albayano na took the habit of smoking. Kasi sila po, as of now, nagsasalita na through the use of a gadget because they speak through their larynx. And also, of course, ang pinaka-model po ng province of Albay pagdating po sa pag-stop or pag-quit ng smoking practices. The bad habit of smoking is no less than our governor himself. As of now, siguro po nasa more than 100 days na po siya nag-stop ng smoking. And I still remember, sinabi nga niya na ang ganda, walang, before kasi, nasabi niya, pag nag-stop siya ng smoking, sabi niya, paano ako mag-iisip? Yun ang narinig ko sa kanya. Paano ako makakapag-isip kung aalisin ko or mag-stop ako ng pag-smoke? Pero after more than 100 days na, still, the same pa rin ang performance ng ating gobernador. Pero, of course, pagdating sa improvement, especially sa face, sa health niya, ang laki ng improvement na the governor himself is telling everyone to follow a reduction of unhealthy lifestyle practices, and one of which is smoking. So, yan po ang masasabi ko na best practices ng Albay, supported po ng Smoke-Free Albay Network. In fact, sa Smoke-Free Albay Network po, we even created yung grupo po ng student council organizations all over Albay to help us in disseminating the dangers, the information on dangers of smoking, and encouraging all students to stop or not to get into the habit of smoking. So with this, we are sure, especially in the implementation of the Smoke-Free Ordinance of Albay, sometime October or November, then we will be assured that Albay, sabi nga ni Governor Joey, Albay, a healthful province, Albayanos, to be very healthy, and of course, para makatulong, para po ang Albay would continue rising. Thank you.